But what's going on with the Pope? I haven't heard anything. What's going on with the Pope? Now, what's going on with the Pope, brothers and sisters? Somebody said something about Pope Francis. What's going on with the Pope? Initiation. Yeah, we're going to have initiation into African consciousness. He passed away. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Pope Francis. Rest in peace. I'm not going to wish anything evil on the passing of anybody of any race. Rest in peace. Condolences to the family. I hope the next Pope will give Africa back all the artwork and all the religious documents that have been stolen from our Holy Land. Rest in peace to Pope Francis. I hope the next Pope will give Africa back all the artifacts that have been stolen by the Roman Catholic Church that are currently in the basement in the Vatican. I'm hoping the next Pope will give Africa back all the paintings, all the artwork, all the artifacts, all the documentation that they stole from Mother Africa. Send me some merch. Yes, sir. 2XLT, my brother. Send me the hoodie. Send me the t-shirt. Send me the socks. 2XLT. You can mail that to P.O. Box 6872, Philadelphia. You can mail that to P.O. Box 6872, Philadelphia. You can mail that to P.O. Box 6872, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19132. You can mail your check or money order donation to FDMG, P.O. Box 9634. You can mail your FDMG donations payable to FDMG Academy, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. If a white woman is down for the cause, you giving Canada a bad name, my brother. You giving Canada a bad name. I'm standing with Shannon Sharpe. I'm standing with Shannon Sharpe. I'm not canceled in Philadelphia. I'm not canceled nowhere, my brother. Are you crazy? I am the most requested black scholar in the world and have been for the past 15 years. Are you crazy? I'm the most credentialed of all those who are popular in the world. What are you talking about? I'm the most popular and the most hated, my brother. You can never cancel me because I don't work for white folks. You can't cancel me. I don't work for Negroes and I don't work for white folks. Who gonna cancel me? You can only cancel somebody who's under somebody else's control. I'm not under nobody's control. No pastors, no imams, no leaders, no senators, no representatives, no boule, no fraternities. I am absolutely free, my brother. You can't cancel what's free. You cannot cancel what's free. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe, but no more snow bunnies after this. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe, but no more snow bunnies after this. Somebody tap in. I want to do a tap in. I'm hungry, too. I'm very hungry. Do we got any Delaware queens with some food? My Delaware queen. Where my Delaware queens at? I'm hungry. I should be able to pull up to a house in Delaware and be well fed. I should be able to pull up to a house in Delaware. Let me go to Chester. Where my Chester, PA queens at? Where my Chester Upland queens at? I need me a nice Chester Upland, Pennsylvania queen. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Dr. Umar, I'm a white woman. Can I please ear you tonight? What is an ear you? The Snow Bunny said, can I please ear you tonight and I will donate. Can somebody tell me what is an ear you? What does it mean when the Snow Bunny says, I want to ear you? I never heard of that. E-A-R. What does ear you mean, brothers and sisters? What does she mean when she wants to ear me? The Snow Bunny said, can I please ear you tonight and I will donate to the school. Can somebody give me some clarity? Oh, she meant eat you. Okay, but she spelt it ear. She said E-A-R, but you saying the Snow Bunny want to eat up the prince. No, thank you, my sister. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't date outside the race. No eateries over here. Go to the cafe. You could go to Denny's. You can go to Outback Steakhouse, Red Lobster. You can go to TGI Fridays, but there will be no eating over here. There will be no eating over here. Not at all. No, you cannot. No, you may not. You cannot. Respect to Snow Bunny Nation, but I am loyal to the Black Queens forever. Snow bunnies never. I'm sorry. You cannot. You cannot. That's the boldest Snow Bunny who ever came on my live. That is the boldest snow bunny. She said, can I eat you tonight and I will donate to the school? That ain't nothing but a FBI CIA trap. Do you think I was born last night, Miss Snow Bunny? Do you really think I'm that stupid to get caught? Pants down. Shango stick out. Sister Cassie going twice. Sister Cassie going 3 times. Where you at, Sister Cassie? How you doing there, beautiful?
How you doing, Dr. Umar?
Where you calling from? Where you at in the world today, my queen?
I'm in Seattle, Washington.
You know, I haven't spoken in Seattle in about
a hot minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
How Seattle?
Say what now?
How Seattle treating black folks?
It's all right.
It's okay. Okay.
It's all right.
What's going on with Shannon Sharpe? I've been at FD.
I have no idea. You know, they all in your comments. I was like, you know, she's trying to tell you to eat her. That's what she's saying.
Lord. Oh, no. I don't eat snow. I do not eat snow.
So, yeah, I don't know what they're talking about Shannon Sharpe. I just popped in because I love watching you. You ain't been here in a minute. I think it's been before the pandemic when the last time you was here.
It was.
Yeah.
It was 2019.
Yep, downtown Seattle. I think
yes, it was Judge Joe Brown, Rizza Islam, and myself.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that was 18 or 19. The brother by the name of Gorgeous Dre brought us out there. So, yeah.
So you're gonna get married you plan on getting married soon?
I need you to take that beautiful butterscotch skin and go find you a beautiful caramel or chocolate to go with it, and let's co-wife it up. Let's co-wife it up. I'm thinking with you, baby. I'm thinking with you.
I need to be the only one. I don't need to be the extra one.
But let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
If it's not enough straight black men to go around, how are we going to get all the queens married when there's more of y'all than us? Statistically, listen to me. If you marry every black man today, every one of us, there's still 2 to 3 million black women. 2 to 3 million, not 1,000, not 100. 2 to 3 million black women without a husband. What do we do for them?
Ooh, I don't know what we do.
No, you must have an answer. Community solutions. It can't be a personal solution. What do we do with the 3 million black women who will not have a man? I'm going to tell you what they're going to do. You know what they're going to do?
Wait.
That's what they're going to do.
What they're
going to share your husband.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
So why not just choose her? Choose the woman you're going to, listen, you're going to share, because the men that black women want, alpha males are not generally monogamous. There are many, but generally, alpha males are not monogamous, and they don't have to be. So we have to do something about the 2 to 3 million unmarried black women. And if y'all can give me a solution for those 2 to 3 million black women who will be unmarried if we married every queen, I will stop talking about polygyny. But you got to give me a solution for them sisters that makes sense.
You answered the question that you asked me. You said we got to share. It has to be community, right? Yeah. But you got to be willing. You got to be really grown in your understanding. There can't be no anger, there can't be no bitterness, there can't be no jealousy. You got to just know that we're doing this together, and not everyone is able to do that.
Let me ask you a question. What is the number one obstacle to polygyny in Black America? Is it the competition between black women, or is there another greater obstacle? Because from where I see, it's the need for black women to outdo and compete with other black women that is the major barrier in this country to polygyny, aside from irresponsible black men who may take advantage of it. So that's number one. Let me back up. The number one threat to successful, healthy polygyny is black men who might try to take advantage of it. That's number one. Number two is the pettiness and competition between black women. What do you think?
I think you're correct, but I also think it depends on the woman.
Okay. What you mean?
Because I'm not in competition with any woman. Me
That's
personally, you're speaking in generality, but I'm saying as for me, the only person I'm in competition is myself. So I think that it could work if we really understood the reason behind it. And I think there's a negative connotation that comes with it. And so, like, because we don't really understand it, there has to be understanding, you know, clear cut communication with understanding in order for it to run smoothly. And I think it's a negative. It's a negative connotation because you're thinking like the man is having his cake and he's eating it too. He can have all he want, but she can't have what she want.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Help me rectify the fact that, how do we juxtapose the fact that so many black women are against polygyny, but so many black women date married men? Help me understand that. I'm trying to understand how so many black women are against polygyny, but so many black women date married men. Help me understand.
But are these black women dating these married men knowingly or unknowingly?
Knowingly.
Well, then I don't have an answer for that, because if you're going to be against polygyny and you dating married men, you might as well just get on the home team and make it work.
You know what I think?
I
think a lot of black women would be open to polygyny if they did not have to confess to it in the presence of other women. I think a lot of black women would have no problem having a co-wife if they did not have to answer to the feminazi. What you think?
I also think that they wouldn't have a problem with it if they weren't conditioned. Like for me, I was raised in the Christian church. Okay. So we're conditioned to think a certain way. And so you have to unlearn what you learned so that you can learn something.
But let me ask you
what I'm saying
about that. Let me ask you about that.
Uh-oh.
Because if we go to the Old Testament, almost every prophet in the Old Testament was polygynous.
Absolutely.
So how can Christianity be against plural marriage when damn near every prophet of the Bible had multiple wives? So how do we get into monogamy if the whole Old Testament is an entire narrative about polygynous men?
Because people is working off of the New Testament. Nobody is, it's like you only want the part of the Bible that works for you.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a cut and paste. It's a cut and paste. Do you think the older black women get, the more willing they are to try polygyny? Does a sister in her 50s, is she more open to it than a sister in her 40s? Is a sister in her 40s more open to it than a sister in her 20s or 30s?
I think so.
Why?
Because they have a lot of lived experience, and they're seeing what it really is out here in these streets. They're seeing, maybe they had a lot of failed relationships, or maybe there's just not a lot of options where they are. And so they're toying with the idea.
I got another question for you.
Ooh, go ahead.
There's an epidemic of black men in their, I'm going to go 35 to 55, black men who are dating black women under the age of 30. What is your opinion on that?
Okay.
So let's say you had a son who was 38. You got a 38-year-old son, and he says, Mom, I'm going to marry a 24-year-old queen. Would you be okay with it? Why or why not?
That's his decision.
So you would be okay with it?
I got the middle stuff before.
If he asked your opinion.
If he asked my opinion, I'd say she's not really, where's her maturity level? What has she lived through? You're 38, she's 24. What?
Because you do know the 35 to 55-year-old men, there is a large population of them that are dating women between 23 and 29.
And also up 40 and 50 too, though.
Why do you think that is? And they're saying that that relationship is working out better. A 26-year-old sister with a 46-year-old man, they saying that those relationships are lasting longer. Why do you think?
Because they can groom her, or they can mold her into what they would like her to be. As an older woman, you've already experienced some life. You may have some kids, you may not. You may have been through some things.
Okay.
So as a younger person, I can groom you into how I want you to be, how I need you to be, how I need you to act, how I want you to move. You're more moldable than someone who's older. You're able to convince.
Okay. Now, what do you say to the older men who say, I'm dating younger women, less drama and less trauma? Less baggage, less emotional and psychological baggage. That's what they're saying. They say the young women don't come with all the baggage of the queens in their 40s.
Oh, no.
You know, I feel you. Would you date younger?
I would date 10 years younger.
Why?
Yes. Because I was told. Well, let me keep it a buck.
Because you was told what?
No, because my daughter was like, Mom, you can go 10 down and 10 up. So I was like, okay, we'll just go 10 down. And that's why, because she suggested it. But I don't know that, because I'm 49. Okay. I don't know that a 39-year-old would be mature or have, because I come with a lot of, I already got, I got so I don't know. So maybe 5 down and maybe 10 up. So yeah.
Okay. I got you. Last question for you. Great conversation. Last question. We have more Black women having babies above 40 than under 25. Why do you think so many sisters are having babies after their 40s? I don't see anything wrong with it per se, but why do you think that we're having more babies after 40 than under 25?
Ooh. Maybe because they're living their lives first. They're waiting to have kids so they can be more established, so they can get all of their traveling and all the things that they want to do, and then have a baby. Because once you have children, there ain't no doing all that unless you have a lot of money. You have to stop and take care of your children.
So are they freezing their eggs, or are they having natural births, or are they freezing their eggs?
I've seen some where they are freezing their eggs, but then I've also seen some who are just having them natural. So it just depends on how your reproductive system is working.
Would you, assuming you can, would you have a baby? Let's say you was in a relationship, you was married at 49. Would you have a baby now or no? Why or why not?
And I didn't have any kids?
Yes. What's giving you reason to pause? What's giving why would you not want to? Let's say that. Why would you, if you
age of 49?
Yes, ma'am. Because they doing it. They having them at 50.
Doing it, but
51.
It seems we've been really programmed that the older you are, the more risky it is to have a child. And so in my mind, I'd be like, ooh, that's old. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And are you going to be around? I would hope to live to be 100, but are you really going to be around that long to be able to be there for the milestones of your child? You know what I'm saying?
That's my concern. My concern is if you're having babies at that age, when you're 70 and your children are 20, they're just starting their life as an adult. They're going to need your wisdom. Or are you going to be, and of course we can live to be 100, that's true, but that's not the average. Are you going to be around to provide them with that wisdom? And are you going to be around to help groom your grandchildren a little bit before you go back to the ancestors?
I'm trying to tell you. And if you ain't taking care of yourself.
My biggest concern is a 40-year-old mother or 50-year-old mother being so out of touch. In other words, when your child is 10, you almost 60. And if you can't keep up with Instagram now, if you can't keep up with artificial intelligence now, what the hell are you going to do when you 60 and they 10? Or you 70 and they 20? You know what I mean? I'm just looking at the way they grooming our kids in this society and how I don't know how you're going to keep up with them children at that age.
But it also
Talk to me.
It also goes back to what you was talking about earlier as far as community. So if that woman decides to have a child later on in life, if it's community, and let's say she's young, but then there's another wife, there will always be somebody around to take care of the children.
If you have the co-wife.
If you have community.
You need to match a 45-year-old queen with a 25-year-old queen, or a 30-year-old queen with a 50-year-old queen. That way you got some space in there, so there's no need to compete, because what she can do, you can't, and what she can do, she can't. You feel me?
I feel you. And I also believe that if we were to get back into, you said polygamous relationships, a lot of us wouldn't be struggling or having to work 2 and 3 jobs.
Oh, yes.
Oh, because I work
economically, you can't argue against it. If we looking purely at political, economic strength and growth, polygyny is the way to go. If you take the emotions out and we're purely looking at economic empowerment, polygyny is the way to go. It's the way to go.
Can I keep it a buck with you?
Talk to me.
I am talking to you. My heart is about to beat out of my chest, okay? Because I always be watching you, and my heart is going. I'm like, oh, what is happening? But
cut it out.
But for real, I think we have to renew our mind and get out of our stinking thinking, and you have to really be mature to want to even try that, to move into that direction. You know, there's a lot of people I know who would love to do that, and they're married, but like their wives ain't going to agree with it, or you know, it's a lot of the men who would like to, that I know personally, that would like to do that, but their wives are not on board.
I feel you with that. Take my number and send me a text message, so when I come to Seattle, I need you at my event. I want to make sure you don't miss my next visit.
You got the same number?
Same number. You got it?
I got it.
Cousin lives in Seattle, and I just spoke with him last week, and he's looking for a spot right now. So I will be back in Seattle soon.
Yeah, I've been having your number since I seen you on the Breakfast Club. I hit you up ever so often.
Why you text me before?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
And you
never sent a photo though. That's why I don't know the face.
Okay, I will send a photo this time.
Okay. All right, Mama. We're gonna talk soon.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Back. All right now.
Bye.